And we're live.
In 3,
2,
2, 1, go.
You're supposed to do it.
Oh.
You break my finger. Charlie, that hurt.
Charlie, bet me. I think you'd be wasting your money if you get a 360.
Come on, knock it in. I'm getting the bag.
I know, but you said you wanted the 360.
The 360 is way more too.
That's
I
like
think it's
$200.
$450.
It's like $200 more. I'm watching a lot of videos on that Roadcaster though.
You're gonna be way ahead of me. I haven't watched it.
Well, I figured you're doing the like you're gonna be, you know, more about the video portion of shit. Like we can teach each other. I'll teach you the audio shit. You teach me video.
Yeah.
You can kind of collaborate with it.
Well, collabo.
I think it'd be good.
I made a kite surfing lesson video, like the one like with all my clips.
Yeah.
Real short and sweet. And I got into
2
changing.
seconds.
It sucks.
Adobe, what you're doing does audio and video.
Yeah, so if I put in Premiere, I can do everything. Like, we can do the whole show.
So I wonder if we can record directly to Premiere, like from the
Yeah,
Roadcaster.
you can.
You can?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You can do everything. The only disadvantage is it doesn't have some of the, like the mods, like some of the extra flashy stuff. Like, but I think you can upload different packages if you want to add on some stuff. Like some of the text options, like how things fade in and fade out, or like how the letters come in, or like the font type.
Yeah.
It has a lot, like more than you would ever go through.
Yeah.
But like,
I've been looking at there's a handful of platforms that we could use to host our podcast. So you upload it, and then why are we doing this? This is ridiculous. One of them's called there's one called Podbean. There's one called Anchor, and what's cool, like we could go and upload all of our podcasts manually, like to iTunes, to iCloud, all that bullcrap, or you can do it on these like Anchor website or these host websites. So there's Podbean, which I don't know if Podbean's free or not, and there's Anchor. Anchor's free. It's crazy easy.
that's just the thing that uploads your videos for you on all the platforms, right?
Well, yeah, I don't know if it does video or not.
Oh, it's just okay.
I think it's just audio. It might be video too. I'm not sure.
What is Spotify? Is that so?
Spotify owns Anchor.
No.
So what Anchor does for you is you have to have there's like 4 or 5 requirements met. You have to have an image of your podcast, and then you have to every podcast episode has to have a title and it has to have a brief description.
Yeah,
and
you sent me that.
the description can be stupid, like episode of talking about cats, whatever.
Yeah.
And what Anchor does is it distributes on all those platforms. But the learning is you need to I was watching this one video last night. This one chick, she was talking about you need to do like what does she call it? A trial episode, or not a tutorial. What's the other word? Like a preview episode.
Yeah.
We need to do even if it's like a 4-minute clip of saying what our podcast is going to be about. That way
like
we
an
can,
intro?
Kind of, not even an intro, just something that is gonna, because it takes like 2 or 3 weeks to get approved on all the websites.
Pilot.
Kind of like a pilot, yeah. So we just need to I figured we could do that like when we're like first unboxing, like once we set up the Roadcaster and everything, and talk about like review, like not even a review, but like just talk about what we're gonna do, like what equipment we're using, and what we're gonna talk about. With your image art and all that stuff, it will distribute to all the platforms, and then I don't think you get notified, which is kind of the weird thing. You have to go and check all the websites, like iTunes, and
to make sure it went.
Yeah, to make sure it's there. She said Spotify typically takes the longest. It Anchor doesn't own, there's another caveat too. Like some of these, you upload your content to it and they own it. They do whatever the hell they want to it. So
we gotta watch out for that though.
Yeah, but Anchor doesn't do that. Anchor makes sure that we would own the content and we can manage it however we want to, which is a big deal.
Are we looking to do a vodcast? Is that what it's called? A video podcast?
No, I don't think so.
Is that what it's called? Is that a word?
Yeah, I don't think we want to record the whole thing because not in the beginning anyway.
Yeah, but is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's like a vlog. Yeah, there's vlogging and there's blogging, right?
I guess so.
We should do a video of how you're making the video. I think that would be a good video.
Hey, let's do it again.
What?
What's up, mate?
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Good to see you.
Yeah, we come in about the same time, don't we?
I know that's right.
Yeah.
We should leave that in there. I think we should 100% leave that in there.
Oh.
Hey, no, it's still my spot, huh? No, I'm serious. We should do a video of how silly it is making a YouTube video.
I bet you that has to already exist.
Yeah, but
It's got to.
there's everything already exists, right?
Now, that's true, and something that's hard for me to get through my head. I'm always like, it's already been done, but like, you're not gonna go see that first one. It's probably hard as hell to go find the first one, right?
Yeah.
So it's whatever one you go stumble upon, and then if you do know all of them, you're gonna pick the one that has the best presentation value.
Yeah, the one that has like the one that looks better
or funniest, like, you know.
So I was looking at like I was watching all the Roadcaster Pro reviews,
Mm-hmm.
and I was thinking how we could do like shoe reviews. I think we need to make sure we really understand what we're reviewing.
What if we just do bad reviews? Like, yeah, this is a good shoe
because I like it.
That's why I think you have to kind of compare something. You can't just say like,
No, I don't think you have to compare, because the reason I say that,
why?
that Tom Buck guy, when he was reviewing the pod mics,
Mm-hmm.
like he specifically said, he's like, look, in this video I'm not going to compare any other mics to this mic. I'm going to specifically talk about just what I like, the pros and cons of the pod mic. He's like, if you're looking for a comparison, go to this, and he goes, go to this video.
But he has the video.
Yeah.
Because when you're buying something, you're typically like, well, what are the differences between the top brands?
Yeah.
I think that's pretty easy. Like, I mean, we quickly found out the differences between the GoPros, because it just takes not but a second. But some people don't want to do that research.
No, what do you mean? No, yeah, they don't want to do the actual reading. They just want to go to YouTube.
Yeah, but you can easily say now, like, different from the GoPro 8, the 9 has 20 megapixel camera,
Yeah.
and then the 8 has 12, and then it has the 8 has 2.0 stabilization, whereas the 9 has 3.
You know what has value too is like, there was this guy skateboarding with the 9 and the 360, and so he had that holder that holds both of the GoPros, and he did like a side-by-side view of like the 9 video and the 360 video.
Those are great.
Those are really good, because then you see the image quality, the video quality, and then you hear it too, because he was talking when he was going downhill, so it was windy, so you could hear. And I thought the 9 sounded a little bit better than the 360.
That's the one thing I don't know. What is that even measured in? Hertz, or I mean, what is the sound quality?
Decibels, right? I don't know.
Yeah, what distinguishes one from the other? I don't know the difference.
I don't know the difference either, but I know it sounds better. But then, I mean, it's a fair comparison, right? Because it was in the same video. I was watching the same video off my same internet, and it was side-by-side comparison.
Yeah.
What's the difference between, like, is the difference, you're going to not really notice it between 20, because I seen 20 frames per second, right? There's 20, is there 20, 30, 40, 50, 60? Is there all that, or is there?
Yeah, it's 30, 60, 120, and 220. I think the frames per second is more about motion.
Yeah,
so,
so if you're doing a backflip,
yeah, you want to get all the frames to where it looks fluid. But if we're just doing this, we're not moving a whole lot.
Unless you do this.
Get over here.
So I don't. Yeah, for just stationary podcasting and doing this kind of shit.
I think So the sweet spot used to be before 4K was 1080p, 60 frames per second was like the sweet spot. And there's also, have you heard of codec? It's like the file, the megapixels. So like the file needs to be MP4, codecs 264.
Yeah.
And that's like the sweet spot for YouTube too. So I checked, and that's what GoPro does too. So we've got like everything we can for YouTube. But like we went to like, they have like Vimeo, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's YouTube, but it's for higher quality video. It's like the Instagram of
oh, I think I've seen that.
Yeah. But it's popular, but it's not as popular as YouTube.
What makes YouTube? Is there ever going to be this other website besides YouTube?